So about a few weeks ago, I did a video on the display issues with the 8 Pro that so many people have reported. But back then, I had not used the 8 Pro. I had not even seen the 8 Pro personally. Now I have. I've actually used the 8 Pro for one full day and I'm just blown away in a lot of ways, starting with the design. So this design is not unique, at least not in 2020, but it's completely new for me. It's the first time I'm using a phone which is basically all screen. It's the first time I'm seeing the hole punch camera cutout, and it's the first time I'm using a screen with curved edges. And now I get it, those curved edges are not convenient at all. In just one day, I've accidentally touched them multiple times and I've repositioned many icons on my home screen. I sometimes use them to scroll, but I agree with everyone who says that flat displays like on the OnePlus 7T are much better. Also, I have to tell you that the 8 Pro is a giant, incredibly tall phone, especially for me since I'm coming from the iPhone SE. SE. 7, iPhone 7. No, but seriously, this is really tall and not that wide. Somehow it reminds me of old landlines, bananas, and Ishant Sharma. Weird combination, I know, but because the screen is so huge and the front is all screen, videos just look insane on this. This is also the first time I'm using a 120Hz refresh rate on a phone screen, and for me, it is a much more noticeable difference than 90Hz was when I switched to it from 60Hz. It is still a luxury, it is not required, but it's a lot of fun. The other thing that caught my eye was the camera. Not the quality, that is incredible and we all already know about it. I'm actually talking about the camera bump. It's massive, easily the biggest I have seen. Luckily, the clear case inside the box covers it completely. I use the OnePlus Sandstone case as well, and that covers the bump too, but the texture is a bit too rough for me. But one thing that I noticed was that something was actually stuck inside the third sensor, which is the color filter. In fact, on shaking it, I could actually hear something moving inside. I actually asked Suraj from Tech Devoted to shake his OnePlus 8 Pro as well to find out if he hears the same noise, and he did. Now this does not affect the images that come out of the sensor. They are still incredible, but it's a pretty significant manufacturing defect. At least in my unit, there is actually something stuck inside. It's not hindering the performance as of now, but I don't know how it will pan out in the future. It can be pretty dangerous if it moves around, or it's a bit dangerous. But the most exciting or the most interesting thing, or the thing that we all were waiting for, or at least I was waiting for, was to find out whether my specific unit has display issues. But those display issues are, as I said in my previous video, only visible in certain environments, in a very dark environment, like say at night. So I waited for it. So if you look very closely, you can actually find some very minute hole punch banding, but that is extremely low opacity as of now. Now I don't know if this would get worse over time because it's an OLED display after all, but I haven't noticed any major issues other than the very minute hole punch banding. No black crush, no green tint, no image retention, nothing. So it's all about luck. It depends on unit to unit. With the unit that I received, that made my experience with the 8 Pro probably the best experience I've had with a flagship in a very long time. And that's about it with this video. I know this was not a full review kind of a video, even though the title might hint towards that. But one thing that I can tell you is the battery. So I don't know if you noticed this or not, but most of my product shots were shot on July 28th. And when I began in the morning, I had around 80 or 75% battery. By the afternoon, I was at 46%. And by the night, 10 p.m., I was slightly less than 20%. And this obviously involved playing a lot of PUBG and watching a lot of YouTube videos at 1440p. But that's it. That's the 8 Pro now. Done with the 8 Pro coverage. On to the Nord now. Very excited for that. Should be getting in a day or two. Lots of videos planned for that. Make sure to turn on all the notifications after subscribing, obviously, because that would really help, and I can assure you that it would be really worth it. Okay, talk to you in the next one. Bye.